Welcome back to Tales of Vesperia, everybody. As you can see by the loading screen, we have our characters at level 10, 9, and 8 respectively. So while I was doing the grinding in the area around the capital, some of the touchpad conversations came up. Unfortunately, I couldn't really catch them. Not that they're hugely important, but again, I do feel bad that I didn't catch them all. But they kept popping up all the time, guys, and I couldn't really grind with all those things. Notifications repeatedly appearing, so I'm sorry for not catching that, but we're ready to play some more. So yeah, I did grind a fair amount, nothing too serious, but yeah, if this is anything like Symphonia, I'm gonna have to grind a lot more before we're done here. So I'm pretty sure this is the only way we have to go north, right? Yeah, we're supposed to go someplace. I forgot the name of it. Okay, so are these the traveling cart people? Oh. So they're just going to be a constant thing on the map, I'm assuming. Of course, they were still back by the capital. Are we sure? Oh yes, I did try speaking to them after the fact. They actually charge 50 gold now to heal there. I mean, sure, they gotta make a living, but whatever. Why is she barking? Come on, it's like 8:30 in the morning. Who the fuck would be outside our door this time? Now, I'm not sure if there's a reason to come up here, but might as well check, right? No, there doesn't appear to be anything up here. I mean, sure, different enemies to fight, but that's not my concern at the moment. Alright, try, guys, okay. What is she barking at? Seriously. It is 8:50. Okay, it's not 8. Okay, not paying attention.
Let's work together.
It's 8:54 in the morning. What could possibly be outside our window right now? I mean, seriously, what the hell? Oh, I do that just as he dies. Okay. Okay, so we're fighting wolves now, apparently. See, I'm getting a better handle of the combat. Yeah, apparently she were in POW hammer. It reminds me a lot of Amy Rose the Hedgehog. Although I think her hammer's called a Pico hammer. I don't know.
I got a little work.
Okay. Let's get back on track. So yeah, I also tweaked my combat settings a little, so that they shouldn't request items anymore.
Let's get this.
I do feel it's kind of like draining on my supplies if they request an item and I just keep approving it, you know? Oh wow, this guy's behind kicking me. Alright, let's just get through this real quick. You're done. One left. Okay. Alright, so I guess we have to go here. What is this? This is question marks. Great. Question marks. Maybe it's like a toll booth or something, or equivalent of a toll booth. Oh, there's a whole regiment here. Died in hope. Are they gonna be looking for us, though?
Do you think those knights followed you here?
No, they're already here. Still.
I wonder. Well, let's do our best not to stand out.
Okay, and I want to catch up with Flynn as soon as I can.
Right.
All right. Let's see if we can just pass through the hold.
That's never that simple. But if we do start with Ruckus here, we're gonna be finding a lot of guards. You know that.
Where's she off to now?
Yeah, where's she going? Oh. The guy was a little flustered on the right.
Welcome. I've got some nice gear in stock today.
That's why I wanted to see a gear
This blade
salesman.
was forged by none other than Assam the Blade Master. It even comes equipped with weapon skills.
I don't know, it sounds too good to be true.
No traveler should be without them. Feel free to give it a try.
Huh? What do you mean?
The special techniques contained in weapons.
Oh, so it says her name's Estelle now, not Estellise. Should I just call her Estelle?
These techniques were originally passed down from master to pupil.
Okay.
But the Blade Master Assam used a special process to seal them within the weapons themselves.
Sounds kind of cool.
Bodhi Blastia can acquire techniques from weapons imbued with this power. With continued use, weapon arts can eventually be learned by the person using the weapon.
Cool.
My, this young lady knows her stuff. That about sums it up.
Well, she could have just read it out of the book.
I read in a book that the Kritia gave this knowledge to humans long ago.
Don't know who the Kritia are.
Huh. I thought Bodhi Blastia only let you use strike and magic arts.
In order to find the fighting style that meets your needs,
Uh-huh.
it's best to think carefully about weapon skills when choosing your weapon. There are even weapons without weapon skills that focus instead on raw attack power. It all depends on your preference.
Yeah, I don't know my preference yet. I just started the fighting after all.
If weapons you equip have weapon skills sealed inside them, those weapon skills will be stored inside your Bodhi Blastia when you equip the weapons.
Okay, what's the alternative?
If you have a weapon equipped, you can use the weapon skills sealed inside whenever you want.
Okay, I have no idea how this works at the moment.
However, if you unequip that weapon, you'll have to set the weapon skills to be able to use them. Each weapon skill belongs to one of 4 different categories.
I appreciate the tutorial,
When
though.
you set a few different skills in a weapon, depending on what category they are, a particular glyph will appear on the core of your Bodhi Blastia.
Okay.
So, if you had a bunch of weapon skills for attacking, you'd see a glyph called Fleck.
Fleck, huh?
That glyph lets you know the strength of your physical attacks has gone up.
Okay.
Try all of the combinations you can think of to see what they do.
That's gonna be a little confusing to me, but I'll figure it
I'm
out.
afraid the sun would set long before I could explain them all to you.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have
Did you
to.
get all that?
I got it. Yes, sure. Say
You
yes.
learn fast. You should be able to read all about it in that young lady's book.
I can't imagine business is all that great in a place like this.
Probably not.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not here because I want to be.
So why are you here?
There are monsters on the far side of the hold, so I'm stuck.
Oh, you're stuck here.
Monsters, huh? Did you hear that?
I think she did. Maybe she didn't.
And she's not listening.
Go figure.
Huh? Did you say something?
No,
I
nothing.
said I'm gonna go get some information, so you wait right there.
I don't think we should split up.
Oh, I'll come too.
That's all right. Go ahead and take it. It's pretty old and it has some pages missing, but it's yours if you like.
Oh, very gracious shopkeeper.
Thank you very much.
Now, do they know what Yuri...
Is that book any good?
It's fascinating. You can read it as soon as I finish.
Sure. Oh, battle book. A question of notes on all sorts of battle-related information is important to go back to the basics. Yes, it is. To the stats of the battle via the battle book. Supposed to get information on weapon arts here. Check back when... Okay, sure. Now then. Oh, there's a save point here, but I don't have to save at the moment. I can actually talk to the guards? This is Dyton Hold. It's between the capital of Zephyus and the city of Blossoms, Halor. Go south to get to the capital and north to get to Halor. I guess they haven't distributed the wand posters yet because they don't know what I look like. Welcome, this is all just stuff in transport, but is there anything you want? Let's see. What do you got? Okay, apple gel, life bottle, and... I'm okay for now. Unless I can buy... Hold on. Oh, okay, I have to go to different categories, okay. Wand. Okay, assuming by the little picture on the right, it means that's for that character. How much gold we have? Okay. So, how do we buy it? Also, what's material info? What's skill info? Backstep? Synthesis? I don't know what any of this stuff is yet. Okay, so that's for Estelle, and that's for the dog, okay. Ah, okay. No, I have one already, thank you. Iron Guard, that's for Estelle. That's for Yuri. Okay. I think I'm starting to get the buying system a bit better. Can I equip on this one? I don't think I can equip. Oh, yes I can. So that increases physical attack and agility, sure. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with how to do stuff at this point regarding equipping stuff. I mean, I play enough RPGs in my day, so... I gotta get repeated accessory, though, at some point. Wait, he actually uses a dagger? How does he do that? Does he hold it in his mouth? I mean, sure. Thanks, come back anytime. Yeah, I don't know what the synthesis is yet, or the cooking system. Hopefully I'll get a tutorial at some point. I can't imagine they're just gonna introduce those systems to me without any context, right? I'm about to head for Halor. It's rich in medicinal herbs and such. What about the monsters? Oh, puppy. Woof. I can't pet the puppy? Come on, guys. Come on, developers. Well, then I've had my rest. It's time to set off. Of course, it's not like I can go alone. I have to wait for everyone else to get ready. I'm sure. Can I enter these buildings? Probably not. Oh, storeroom. I can't get in the storeroom. What's your story? This is the storage for the hold. The Fortune's Market manages the warehouse. It's really messy, so I prefer it if you didn't go in. Alright, fair enough. Guard station. I could go in here. Question is, do I want to go in here, though? Check. Pile of apples here. Wouldn't be right to help ourselves to some. I mean, considering these guys are trying to kill us, I mean, I think it's alright. This reserve of provisions is for the use of the border guards. I'm very sorry, but I can't let you have any. Yeah, I guess these guys don't know what happened to the capital. Word does not travel fast around this area. This station is for guards only. All unauthorized personnel must refrain from entry. Well, too bad. I'm gonna look around anyway, dick. Go upstairs, though. Oh, there's a whole thing here. Oh! So I can steal from the crates, just not... Okay. Apple gel, sure. So, note to self, press X whenever I look around stuff, okay? Gotcha. Also a ladder. Oh, I have to actually physically climb it, okay. We jump down here. Oh, okay, with steps. I didn't see that. I thought that was like a shutter door or something. Oh, I could go around the whole castle here. Interesting. What's your story? Huh? You shouldn't be up here. As you can probably tell, you can't see this place from below. It's the best. Well, why are you up here then, this dead end? Am I explaining yourself there, buddy? Also, while doing some research on this game, I didn't even realize this, but Troy Baker does the voice of Yuri, or at least for the English version. How did I not realize that? I mean, he has a very recognizable voice. Who are you? You okay?
Hey, hold on.
Hello? I beg your pardon, but what are you looking at?
Humanity at work. Their tenacious attachment to this life.
Are you not a human?
Huh?
I don't understand either, Estelle.
Why? Why must humans live the lives they do?
Is this guy not a human?
They fight for a share of monopolized technology and hurt even those closest to them.
Yeah, I don't understand the human race either. Yeah, equally confused.
Are you talking about Blastia? I can't speak for anyone else, but it doesn't seem to me like there's any reason why we get dumped into the world.
True.
Once you're here, you just do what you can to give this life everything you've got.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Perhaps there is truth in what you say.
No, there is truth, not perhaps.
Hey!
Where are you going? I didn't see what the guy looked like.
He's gone. What was that all about?
No, he's not gone. He walked off screen, Estelle.
Got me. They say the heat can make people go a little crazy.
I don't think it's that, Yuri.
Is it hot?
No. Oh my god, Estelle does not get metaphors or... Oh my god. Yeah, okay, now he's gone, because he just completely disappeared, but... You know that trope, like, someone walks off screen, it's like, oh, they're gone, where'd they go? I think, like, Mother 3 actually had, like, an inside joke to that, where Mr. Saturn runs off screen, it says, like, I'm leaving, but then you go down, and he actually just walked away, and you can still talk to him. I really wish Nintendo would localize Mother 3, by the way. I still have never played that, because you can only get unofficial versions of it. The Lord of the Plains thinks the Hold is a big enemy. Who's the Lord of the Plains? He will charge into it, and once he feels that he can't win, he'll go back to his nest. I don't know who the Lord of the Plains is. I can't wait to get to Halor and do a little flower viewing. A nice drink in the shade of the tree of Halor makes all the dangerous travel worth it. I mean, maybe if you could defend yourself properly, I don't know. Okay, what's your story, kid? Woohoo! A trip! Gonna get on my wagon and make my deliveries. Everyone's waiting for this stuff. Aren't you real young to be working? No child labor laws like here, I guess. Below are washing facilities for travelers through the whole. Oh. It's 100 gold a night. Would you like to stay? Not now. If you find yourself weary, come back any time. Our facilities may only be tents, but it beats camping on the road. Sure. Now, there's monsters up north. Will they actually let us pass? I don't know. Ugh, I'm so tired. I don't want to sleep in the tent anymore. I want my nice soft bed. I always said I'd like to get out of the city just once. Now I see that just once is enough. Lady, we can't all be happy. My wife said she wanted to come along, but now all she does is whine. Yeah, you can see that. It's not like I'm having fun either. So many monsters. This is the last time I go outside the barrier. So apparently you're not forbidden from leaving the city. It's just dangerous to do so. Alright. And it would make sense. The city would run out of supplies unless they did trading, right? Oh, there's a whole other thing down here. You sure? Think about how many people never go outside the barriers. I'm so glad my work takes me places. Me? I'm on the way to deliver some goods from Zephius to Halor. Yeah, it would be kind of boring if you stay in one city your whole life. The lands beyond the barriers may be dangerous, but we merchants can't really complain about that. You're right, you can't. Of course, running away from monsters all day does make you fast. Fight or flight response, right? Yeah, I gotta press X on everything. It's just like Blue Dragon. I remember in that game you had to press X on a bunch of stuff too to find the items, okay? What's going on? Did someone say the magic word? Or are we under attack? What the hell is going on here? Oh, they're closing the gate. Shit.
Get inside! The gate's closing!
Arrows! Bring the arrows!
Is that a dust storm?
Gate now! Damn it! What are they doing here this time of the year? The monsters will fall back if we stop the main charge. Remember your training!
That's a whole crowd of monsters? Holy shit. Oh, jeez. A kid's gonna fall down, aren't they?
Okay, they're all in! Close it up!
They are not all in, you blind idiot.
Hold the gate! There's still more!
They're not gonna hold the gate, are they? So it's up to me to save the kid, huh? That kid's gonna die unless someone intervenes. Come on, people.
Are all those monsters?
We
Yes.
just left the capital and things are already getting crazy.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm cursed, I know it.
Yuri, focus on the kid.
The gate!
Oh, we're gonna get locked outside, aren't we? Yeah, get away from that gate, please.
What the hell? Cut it out!
Okay, it stopped. How long is it gonna stay
You
there?
wait over... Hey!
I don't think she's listening, Yuri.
Help the girl!
Whatever you say.
That's a girl? Okay.
Please! I can't get up! Ow! The monsters!
Oh, you mean there's probably another kid out there, huh?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah, that girl, okay. Oh no, the doll.
Hey, I can stand! Go in the hold! Hurry!
That's the power of magic for you. We're gonna go back for that stupid doll, aren't we? Or not. Or
Mama's doll!
forget it.
Hey, let go of me!
You wait here.
Oh my god, we're going back out there for a stupid doll. Oh my god. We are actually doing this.
Well, so much for keeping a low profile.
Yuri, get back inside. Oh, hurry up, man. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. I didn't think he was gonna make it. Damn. So I had to do what the guards refused to do, alright.
How can I ever thank you?
I don't know.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
It's not nothing, Estelle. These guards just stood by and did nothing.
I'm not sure
They're
what
the
I
ones who
would
did
have done if
nothing.
you hadn't cured me. Thanks.
You'd probably be dead. I hate to admit it, but yeah. Oh, he's holding something in his mouth. I didn't realize that.
I'm just thankful that everyone's safe. Whoa.
Whoa, you're right.
All worn out, huh?
I guess.
It really is dangerous beyond the barriers with so many ferocious monsters around.
This place could definitely use a barrier against a pack that big.
I guess we can't spare
Couldn't
one.
they install a barrier blastia here?
They obviously can't spare it.
No. Barriers are a precious resource.
Yeah.
You're right. And with the current technology, we can't make any more.
Oh, really? Really? There's only a certain amount left.
If only we could recover the secrets of the ancient Garayos civilization. They created the Blastia.
Well, that'd be cool if we could, I'm not
Even
gonna
if
lie.
that were to happen, I can't see the Empire using the knowledge for the common good.
Sure, they probably just weaponize it. So now we're stuck here.
You two there. I'd like to have a word with you.
You're gonna yell at us, aren't you?
So why don't you let us through? I'll beat those monsters to a pulp with these fists of mine!
Who's that?
How many times do I have to say it? These monsters are tougher than you think!
Oh, are these mercenaries?
You dare to doubt the power of the monster hunters?
Monster Hunters, really? Is there a whole franchise called Monster Hunter? I never actually played those games. That's a big-ass sword.
Stop!
What did you just do?
Stay out of this! You knights cheated us out of a job back there, and now we're gonna work off some steam!
Yeah, these must be like Monster Hunter mercenaries? I don't know.
Hey, hold it!
Really, you do nothing to save the kids, now you're gonna attack the
It's always
mercenaries?
the same with these guild idiots.
Oh, guild.
Great, we'll never get through as long as this keeps up.
But Flynn is headed to Halor, and we're so close.
What do you want to
Getting
do?
caught by the Knights wouldn't be too fun. Let's find another way through.
I'm sure our paths will cross again. Oh, quite a scene.
We made quite a scene, didn't we? I was so worried once those knights noticed us.
I told you we couldn't stand out.
You were the one who just jumped.
I can't just look away when monsters are attacking someone right in front of me, right? What's so funny?
I'm sorry. That sounded just like the way Flynn described you, that's all. He often said that you could never turn a blind eye when someone near you was suffering.
Well, next time you see him, you tell him that I said he's the same way.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you share similar characteristics to Flynn. Good to know. Also, is this the first or only JRPG franchise that Troy Baker voiced his work in? I'm so familiar with him from Bioshock Infinite, The Last of Us. Dots. Dots. These blasted monsters, I can't believe they could stop us. Ugh, it's enough to make my heart filled with hatred. So we have to find another way to get to Halor, huh? Oh, something's happening. Oh, that's the guard woman, right? Hello?
You there. How about coming to work for me? You'll be paid, of course.
Seems kind of shady you just approach me like that, but... Oh, here's the gold.
Watch your manners around the president. Well, what do you say?
President? What do you mean, president?
So it's not bad manners to try and buy someone without even introducing yourself?
Yeah, good point.
Watch your mouth.
Dude, shut up.
You're just as charming as I expected. I'm Kaufman of the Merchants Guild Fortunes Market.
Oh, there's a merchant's guild, okay.
We handle everything from trade to distribution.
So are there gonna be like guilds like the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, or like can I do side jobs? I don't know yet.
Guilds, huh?
That'd be kind of interesting if that's the case here. Oh, what the hell? Are they gonna knock down the wall? Oh boy.
You see, I'm in quite a tight spot, and it's all thanks to these tremors.
Oh, those are tremors. I thought those were monsters.
I'd rather not know, but was that the work of a monster?
Really?
Yes, the Lord of the Plains.
Who is the Lord of the Plains?
Lord of the Plains?
He's the leader of that pack of monsters.
Oh,
The leader? Man, there's some amazing things out there.
I guess so.
Do you know if there's another way we can cross the plains? We're in a hurry.
Well, if all those monsters out there are probably better off just staying put, but...
I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the Lord of the Plains to leave.
highly doubtful.
Huh. I guess there's no point getting worked up over it.
But I can't afford to just sit and wait. I'm gonna get a second opinion.
Also, why do you think Flynn is in danger anyway? Yeah, ugh. Oh, is that a pipe he's holding in his mouth?
You're with a guild that does product distribution, but you don't know any other routes?
I'm sure she does.
I could hire you and just charge through once the leader moves on, but you don't seem interested.
So I have to accept your job before you give me an alternate route, huh?
If it's bodyguards you want, why not hire the knights?
They're not interested.
Are you forgetting that we guild members have thrown away our rights as Imperial citizens?
Oh, really? You join a guild? You don't have any rights anymore? That's kind of bullshit.
Once you leave the Empire behind, you can't expect them to help you a whole lot.
Yeah, I did notice that,
So
yes.
naturally, the Imperial Knights would never deign to escort the likes of us.
True.
Wow, you really stick to your principles.
I guess so.
Without that level of determination, one could never hope to run a guild.
Like Fritz with his determination, right?
Well, maybe you could use your determination to do something about that Lord of the Plains.
Well, we don't know how strong he or she is, Yuri.
Go to the Koi Woods that lie to the west of here.
Oh, now I go back to the woods, okay.
If you pass through the forest, you'll come out on the far side of the plains.
Okay.
But the fact that you guys aren't going that way
Yeah, what? Too dangerous?
must mean we have some surprise to look forward to.
I like a boy with quick wits, but I like one that doesn't waste a potential investment even better.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Well, we're not going to take your job?
Maybe I'll talk to you about that job if we meet again.
Why don't we take it now? We need more gold, Yuri. Not gold. So now we have a lead on where to go. We're going to tell Estelle. That was a weird angle.
Estelle.
So how do you yawn without the
I'm not
pipe
waiting
flowing out
around
of your
for the
mouth?
monsters to leave or anything. I'm just resting a little.
We have a way. The Koi
Oh,
Woods,
I
right?
see. Well then, I guess I'll just have to take the other way around by myself.
Don't be coy, Yuri. Just tell her.
What? How did you... Hey, wait for me!
Okay, guilds.
That woman who gave us directions, she said she was in a guild, right?
That was Miss Kaufman of Fortune's Market.
Man, giving up their rights as Imperial citizens and just living free.
Yuri, are you interested in the guilds?
Interested? Nah, I just never had much contact with them. Back in the capital, there weren't any gritty guild types who'd refuse the Knights' protection.
True.
We may meet lots of people in guilds before we're done with our trip.
I hope they're a little less aggressive than that woman was.
She was not that aggressive. Can I talk to you again? Koi Woods is west of here. Are you interested? Yes, I am, but... Also, I have a feeling we're going to run to these three at some point, maybe as antagonists, I don't know. Okay, so let's get out. Let's save first, then we'll get out of here. Okay. So west of here, wherever west is. I mean, we do have a compass, so oh yeah, this way. That's why we can come. Jesus Christ, those wolves are quick. They're that desperate to die, huh? So yeah, I'm gonna have to feature some random encounters, simply because that's the way they work. Like I said in the beginning, guys, grinding sessions are gonna be filmed off camera, so I'll spare you that. But I definitely feel it's boring to watch someone grind for hours. I have seen that happen. Just not something fun to sift through. I mean, sure, if it's a stream, different story. If it's live, yeah, you have to watch it. But otherwise, no. I'm not doing a stream here. I'm doing a recording, so it gives me that advantage.
You into next week.
I don't understand why this girl does not understand metaphors, though. Wait, she did sort of say she was never outside the castle, so what's that all about, too? So, west of here, do I enter those bushes over there? Let's see. Ah, yes. Okay, what horrors await us in these woods, though? Okay, Koi Woods. Yeah, very dark, too.
A forest in a place like this can only mean... the Koi Woods?
Koi, not Koi, Koi. All right.
Bingo. You're just full of information, aren't you?
Yeah, for someone who never left the castle, yes.
I read in a book once that a curse will fall upon anyone who enters the woods.
Now you're making me feel nervous.
Ah, so that must be the surprise.
Or it could be something else. Entirely.
Going in? It's fine by me, but what about Flynn?
Yuri, stop being rude.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You could be a bit nicer. Watch and learn.
You look very good swinging a sword, Yuri.
You're not bad yourself, Estelle.
Really? My swordmaster used to scold me terribly.
Well, I have to admit I'd be surprised if you looked too natural.
Hey,
I really
hey.
don't like fighting. I don't like hurting people.
How ladylike of you.
But if I don't fight, I'll end up hurt myself, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
I wish I could enjoy fighting like you do, Yuri.
You think I enjoy this?
Yeah, he doesn't enjoy it.
I mean, the way your eyes shine, that only happens when you're fighting.
Oh, really? Wow, you're pretty observant.
Yes, I like watching people.
Okay, I mean, sure. Hopefully there's just one way to go. This isn't like the Lost Woods from Zelda. What the hell are you, a flower?
Don't get sloppy!
Oh, you're a dodo bird? With a beak? With a blade for a beak, okay. That's new. Yeah, they have a blade for a beak. Jesus Christ. Just when you speak, you see everything. This thing is pretty resistant, though. I mean, knowing I am playing on hard mode, guys, I may have to grind extra. We'll see how it goes. I do like how you get TP back just for doing regular attacks. It's very useful. I think this is like the first RPG I've ever played that actually has a system like that. Also, it doesn't appear to be like just limited to gear you wear. It's just natural. You attack, you get TP back. It's very cool. Very cool. Okay. Oh god, we could go different paths. Okay. Oh, never mind. All items you cannot carry. Oh, hold on. No. So I do have limited inventory. Gotcha. I can only carry 15 apple gels. Really? It's not a lot. Is it a limit of 15 for everything, though? Oh, jeez. Well, if I can't pick something up, I'm just gonna leave it there. It doesn't pay, right? Especially if it's just gonna get lost anyway. Okay, get closer to this thing. Yeah, these birds hit like a ton of bricks. And so far, the fights haven't been too difficult, aside from Zagi, but I know they're gonna get worse before we're done here. You just know that. Usually the case of all these RPGs nowadays, right? Calm before the storm, you know? Yeah, honestly, I don't know when we're going to figure out about the synthesis or the cooking, but I'm sure it'll come at some point, right? Okay, one left. They're all with a low TP, but again, unless I really need to use it, I'm not going to, like my items, you know?
Yeah,
okay.
I beat you into next week.
Okay, so we're getting decent experience. Oh, the curse.
Will this forest really get us to the other side of the hold?
If it doesn't, we'll just come back.
But what if I get turned into a frog or a snake by the forest's curse?
If that happens, I'll take care of you.
You'll take care of me?
Of course I would. Don't worry. I had pet frogs and snakes when I was a kid.
If you got turned into a frog or a snake, Yuri, I wouldn't have any idea what to feed you.
Okay, let's not think about that. Okay. Oh, jeez. Get away from me, dodo bird. What's happening? I want that treasure chest. Not really, no.
My feet feel cold all of a sudden. Oh no, is this the curse?
I have no idea, Estelle.
What sort of curse is it supposed to be anyway?
Right, good point.
The voices of corpses buried beneath the trees creep up and lure us to our doom.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, brother.
What's that?
What's what? Oh. Like a destroyed statue or something? It looks like there's like a thing for a ballistic core in there, though.
Blastia.
Oh, yeah.
What's it doing in a place like this?
Good question.
Let's take a break.
I'm alright.
We just got here, Yuri. You want to take a break already? Okay.
Huh? What's this?
Oh, gee, don't do that. That scared me.
Estelle!
Oh, it activated. I didn't think this game had without jump scares. Come on. I mean, I'm sure she's alright, but it activated?
Damn, that's bitter.
Where'd you get the apple from?
You alright?
Oh, my head feels a little... I'll be fine. What happened to me?
You got knocked out.
You just fell over all of a sudden. Don't you remember?
Perhaps it was the air that made me dizzy.
Air?
Air. It's sort of like the fuel that powers the
Oh.
blastia, right? I
Okay.
heard that even though we can't see it, it's scattered through the atmosphere.
That's kind of dangerous, don't you think?
Yes, that's air.
Like carbon monoxide, when you think about it. It's there, but you can't see
I
it.
read once that dense air can have negative effects on people.
Just like carbon monoxide, yes.
Maybe that's what started the rumor of the curse.
Possibly. But that would mean there's more than one ballista,
Hey, you
right?
only just woke up. You should rest a bit more.
Yuri, I'm sure she's fine.
But I can't. If we don't catch up with Flynn soon...
And what if you collapse again, and this time you're out for the whole night?
Yuri, stop making her worried.
You're right. I'm sorry.
So, it looks like the ballista was activated. Can we go look at it? Now, is that an apple or is that apple gel? Oh, it's an actual apple. I see the stem. Okay.
Ugh!
Huh. I suppose we'll never get full trying to eat these.
It's delicious.
Don't lie.
Hold on a sec. I can make something simple.
Now we're gonna learn the cooking
You
tutorial?
can cook, Yuri?
I guess so.
Not exactly a royal chef. I just have a few recipes I learned growing up.
I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot more before this game is done. Let's see.
Aren't you worried at all that Flynn is in danger?
You still didn't tell me why you think Flynn is in danger, though.
Huh? Does it look that way?
I know Zagi was trying to kill him, but what's the connection to all that?
Well, yes.
Honestly, I'm not worried about him. He's always managed to take care of himself.
I mean, if there's people more powerful than Zagi, he's gonna be in trouble, Yuri.
Actually, it's the guys who are after him I feel sorry for.
No, it should be the exact opposite.
What do you mean?
Ever since we were kids, I've never been able to beat Flynn at anything. Swords, racing, whatever.
I also want to know why he fell out with the Knights, Yuri. I still don't know why.
After he'd won, he'd always have the nerve to say, "You all right, Yuri?"
He's concerned about you.
That must be nice. I've never had anyone like that in my life.
I want to know your backstory too, Estelle.
You can count yourself lucky.
Lucky?
Well, dinner's ready.
You should have friends. Friends and family are important. Musical note?
Thank you for the meal.
No, it wasn't anything special.
How did you get to see what it was?
I thought it was very tasty. I can't imagine being able to cook anything myself.
It's just like using a sword or magic. You've got to learn it by doing it.
Again, true.
You just need to practice with a few recipes. You'll be cooking before you know it.
Hopefully.
Practice with recipes?
Here, I'll show you how it's done. Watch.
Now we're gonna get the tutorial,
Cooking
right?
clears your mind. And it's great for regaining lost energy.
Yes, it is.
Cooking has a lot of other effects as well.
Like what?
This is pretty much everything I know how to cook right now.
A sandwich, huh?
So, in order to make a sandwich, you'll need bread and an egg.
Oh, egg salad sandwich. I didn't know how bread and egg would
Which
look
we
there.
just happen to have right here.
Mm-hmm.
After choosing the ingredients, it's time to cook. And there you are, a delicious meal.
10% HP, 0%
You're so
TP.
good at that. I'm not sure I'd be able to get that good at cooking.
Estelle, that was very simple cooking. Come on.
Well, it comes more naturally to some people than others.
Yeah,
Just
but...
because you have a recipe doesn't mean it'll always turn out like you think.
Oh, right. Wasn't that in Symphonia as well?
Really? So you can mess it up?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Well, you usually taste your food while cooking, but some people don't.
Tasting?
You know, like when cooks taste the food they make?
Yeah.
Well, you're a sheltered little princess who's lived her life in a castle. It's only normal.
Also, if she is a princess, why didn't you know about her? You were a knight before, right?
Sheltered little princess? I suppose so.
Is she a princess, or I don't know?
What is it, Repeat?
Because again, it's like Rapunzel. Was she trapped in that castle her whole life?
Well, shall we be going?
I mean, that would really suck if that's true, but I don't know yet. Oh. Again with the jump scares, come on. New recipes can be obtained when specific characters cook specific recipes. The higher characters cooking level, the more likely they'll discover a new recipe. The sandwich recipe you just obtained may evolve into a new recipe. Okay. Like you said, okay, thank you, Repeat.
Repeat, when I passed out, you laid down and made the nicest pillow for me. Thank you very much.
What are you doing?
I'm, thanking Repeat.
Rapide? He's not here.
Huh? What? Maybe he doesn't like me.
No.
Nah, he acts like that with just about everybody.
Well then, I'll just have to keep trying until he accepts me.
I like how she stood up out of her frame. Can I look at this thing? Decay and blister are strewn everywhere. Okay, so that... Wait, let's get the treasure first. Okay, a magic lens. Oh, what the hell is that in the background? Holy hell. Is that like a griffin or something? What? Oh jeez, is that the boss of this area? Ooh. Well, obviously we're gonna save. I don't like the looks of that thing, whatever that is. It's probably hostile, knowing our luck. Okay, so, what time are we at? Okay, we're a good point to stop again. Again, I'm going to try to keep these episodes longer, considering this, the type of game it is. I mean, yeah, if we're going to do something very linear, like an FPS, yeah, I'll keep it to like low 30 minutes. But for something like this grand, I do think like late 30s or 40s would be better. Which I'm sure like, people who like this sort of game, or like RPGs in general, they won't mind, right? I mean, let me know in the comments what you think. I do think going just a bit longer would help a bit, so that way we can see more in one sitting, and also I'll get done a bit quicker. Alright, so... what there is to say... I mean, not much to say. We're still trying to get to Flynn, but we're in the forest now. And I'm gonna grind a bit again. Like, I'm gonna grind a bit every time I've done recording. Because again, I don't trust that thing over there. It's probably gonna whoop my ass unless I'm like really high level. Okay, so take care guys, see you soon.